So this video is the final installment of this project, just to give you an idea of what you should do for your project. Okay, so what's going to happen is you're going to need to have at least 8 shapes, so that's why it says 8 plus, okay? So for instance, like this is one shape because it started off as a block and then I cut it up. At least 2 examples of overlap. Overlap is one shape being in front of another one, so there's an overlap, there's an overlap, there's an overlap, there's an overlap, and there's an overlap. At least 2 examples of scale, which is the idea as things get further away from you, they look smaller. So if you just put a smaller shape partially behind a larger shape, you are going to have scale, the smaller one, and overlap at the same time. So you can do both these things together, but I could have a larger shape behind a smaller shape and have just overlap. And then the last thing is at least 5 different complexities. Complexities are a bunch of different types, which I will list on Google Classroom. Making a shape complex, like this, is a much more complex shape than just a triangle or a rectangle. Okay, triangles and rectangles are not complex. Most of your other ones will be. Is a type of complexity. Putting a crack or a cut in a shape is a type of complexity. Putting a window in a shape is a type of complexity. Making a notch in a shape is a type of complexity. Making a shape hollow, which I actually didn't do, so I'm going to do that super quick on this one right here. So if I take this triangle, because yep, you can make anything hollow, I just take this corner back towards my vanishing point, and then however a side begins, it ends at the same angle. This is actually where the back of the shape is, because that's that back corner. And then this one should pretty much automatically match up. And there I would go, and that would be a hollow shape. So all of these are different types of complexities, and I want you to have at least 2 different types. So if you want to keep it easiest, just having like a window in a hollow shape, I will count those as 2, even though it's basically the same skill. Or maybe if you want to do like a window in a notch or something like that. So that would be enough to have 2 different types, but you want to have 5 complexities or more total. And then like all of my assignments, if you have a lot of anything, whether you have a lot of different shapes, whether you have a lot of, complexity or you make things more complex, I'm willing to give X credit on any individual thing. As a final thing, but not a requirement, if you notice these shapes that I put up front here, I made the lines darker. This is called line weight, and this is a way of creating fade, otherwise known as atmospheric or aerial perspective, by making the front shape have a darker, heavier line and the shapes in back have a lighter line. So good luck and have some fun.